Here's
right
news.
now. News. News?
Yeah, case news.
We got some case news right now.
Hi, I'm Stella, JD Set News. U2 are planning to release another new album before 2009 is out as a companion to the newly released No Line on the Horizon, probably because that one was leaked all over the internet. And anyone who thinks Guns N' Roses are going to reunite, seriously, you've got a better chance of Bush being re-elected. Axl Rose recently called Slash a cancer and said he's better removed, avoided, and the less anyone hears of him and his supporters, the better. That's pretty rough calling him a cancer. Rose says Slash has lost his edge and he's a whore for the limelight, which is kind of funny because it's always Axl you hear doing the bitching. And Bono has a potty mouth. He's called Chris Martin a wanker and a cretin, and it was on a BBC radio interview as well. See, Bono had been comparing him to Paul McCartney, and he said, yeah, he's good with a melody, but I mean, he's a wanker. On the BBC as well. So after being bollocked for his bad language, Bono apologised, but he didn't stop there. He carried on. He said, obviously, he's a completely dysfunctional character and a cretin. Cretin, great word. But he happens to be a genius melodist, and he's up there with the likes of Noel Gallagher and Paul McCartney. I think Coldplay are a great band, and actually, it turns out that he's a great soul as well. Sorry about that. So you can't do that, can you? You can't say he's a wanker and a cretin. Oh, sorry about that. It's a bit rough. Noel Gallagher says he hopes the global financial crisis gets worse because it helps bands write better music. He thinks we'll get a few good albums out of it. He said, when we started in the early 90s, it was a pretty grim time. Times of crisis usually bring out the best in music, fashion, politics, and things like that. Got some good concerts coming up. Eric Clapton is playing Wednesday the 4th of March at the Vector, which is tonight, unless you're watching the replay. And She-Had and the Mint Chicks are going to rock it up at AUT on Friday the 6th of March, and the Fray are going to be at the Power Station on the 26th of March for an all-ages show. But I don't know how popular they are with 5-year-olds. Tickets are still available from Ticketmaster. That's the JD Set News. Back to Tim and Adam.
Thanks, Stella.
Yeah, cheers.
Stella.
How are you?
Good.
No, I was talking down the camera to Stella.
Oh, she's not still there.
It's like we can communicate because she goes back to you, Adam and Tim, and we're like, hey, thanks. And it's like, and then she like hangs up. It's like, what? Oh.
Turns TV off.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not there anymore.
So she's gone for another week. Thanks for the news, though.
Yeah. Stella. All right, sweet.
We're going into